What's up, Kris Krohn here. I'm in Japan, and today we're talking about how you achieve a wealthy mindset. Listen, I own a couple of private jets. I travel the world. I'm living a pretty fantastic lifestyle, and it's all made possible not by my real estate, not by my businesses. Yeah, on the outside, it looks like that, but there was a mindset that came first. So today I'm going to share with you the 6 important aspects of a wealthy mindset that is a precursor to achieving great wealth.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go!
We're here to talk about this wealthy mindset, and I'm going to tell you that people look at me and they're like, wow, Kris, look at all the real estate you bought, $2 billion worth. Or they'll say, look at all the businesses that you have. And they're like, wow, that must be why you're wealthy. And I'm like, listen, I started with nothing. Before I had all of this outward manifestation of money through business and real estate, guess where I had to become wealthy first? In my mindset. And so if you put your eyes up here on the screen, on the left side, we have the 6 points that we're going to be talking about today. It's this wealthy mindset, and it has to do with long-term financial planning, talking about how you invest in yourself or how you mitigate risk. It's going to be talking about the power isn't found in money, but in your relationships and networking. Has a lot to do with time management, productivity, and valuing a higher ROI. But on the right side, the whole reason why we're making this video is because this poor mindset is what is so pervasive. Like, this is what people are thinking all day long. This is the way I used to think. Instant gratification. If I'm going to work my tail off, I'm going to get some money, I'm going to do something for me. Number 2, because I'm not really developing any meaningful abilities, nothing beyond a college degree, it's hard to have financial confidence. Number 3, we're focusing on the wrong things. Stability, we're focusing on how can I eliminate all my risk when risk is actually what creates reward. Number 4, we're talking about staying within social circles. Because so many of us, it's like the friends we have today are the same friends that we're going to have years from now. Believe it or not, that is actually something that will hold you back. Then we have to talk about the great wasting time, as in, like, it's crazy how much time is being wasted today. And then finally, settling for low ROI. We're just okay with less. We're okay with mediocre. And this is a huge problem. Money touches everything. So by the way, if you want to travel more, if you want to create more memories, if you want to have more options in life, more options requires more money. Hence, you're going to have to develop the mindset before you can actually do the things that make you the money. So let's go with all 6 of the things that we need today for achieving a wealthy mindset. Long-term financial planning. Wealthy individuals prioritize long-term financial planning, setting clear goals, and creating strategies to achieve them. They're more likely to invest in assets that grow and provide returns with time. And by investing long-term, they also pay less in taxes. Long-term capital gains are taxed between 0 and 20%. Bottom line is, the people you meet that have money, they're planners. They're thinking ahead. They're not rash individuals that are just thinking, oh, like, I just made some money, I got my payday, let's go buy something. This is the opposite. They're not into the instant gratification. The first 5 years that I started making any kind of money, I didn't own a single luxury anything. I didn't upgrade the house that I lived in. I didn't upgrade, the car that I drove. I didn't take nice lavish trips. I lived completely on the cheap. And I literally squirreled away every penny that I could. What that money was for, that was for buying my first investments. Those investments, some of which I still own today, they're continuing to pay me my biggest dividends that I've ever made before. So if you want to have a wealthy mindset, it starts with deciding to be the long player, not just the short player. Number 2, investing in yourself. Wealthy people prioritize self-improvement and continuous learning. They invest in education, attend seminars, read books, seek mentors to enhance their skills and knowledge, ultimately leading to better career opportunities and financial growth. People with poor mindsets, well, they focus on outside forces rather than themselves. It's like, I look at my life and I'm like, wow, I got a trainer and a mentor to teach me how to speak, how to coach. I got one teaching me how to do belief breakthrough, how to invest in real estate, how to buy businesses. I've had over 30 formal mentors in my life, each of them teaching me one or multiple skills in the game of business. Part of that wealthy mindset means, hey, just because I'm done with my formal education doesn't mean I'm done with my success training, my happiness training, my how to live a fulfilling life training, business training. Like, becoming a financial genius is not something that you probably learn in childhood, and you're never going to learn it from anyone else as well as you will from a mentor. So you get one, you do what the wealthy do, you get what the wealthy got. To do that, you have to be the student and they got to be the mentor. Number 3, risk management and diversification. The wealthy typically diversify their investments to manage risk. They understand the importance of spreading the wealth across different asset classes to protect against market fluctuations. Poor mindset people end up basically stuffing their money under the mattress. They end up taking almost no risk. They don't really diversify. By the way, a 401k and an IRA in the stock market, a mutual fund, they're all exactly the same thing. So if you want to be like the wealthy, first of all, get good at saving money. Number two, don't blow it and don't just sock it away like a squirrel in a 401k. Instead, you put that into something that makes you money. Put it into real estate and let it make you money. You realize that's where 90% of all millionaires come from. Or buy a franchise, right? Like do what Shaq O'Neal did when he transitioned from being a professional basketball player. The dude owns hundreds of franchises. In other words, buy businesses that you don't have to operate that still make you money. And you can diversify, of course, over a number of industries. This is why I buy a home every single day. And this is also why I'm picking up dozens of businesses every single year. It's for that diversification. Developing a wealthy mindset requires number 4, networking and relationships. Wealthy people often value networking and building strong relationships with others in their industry or field. They know that getting in a room with other high-level people is worth whatever the cost is. Networking can lead to business opportunities, partnerships, and valuable connections that can help accelerate their success. I'm going to tell you right now, my world changed when I started getting into masterminds. So I joined Tony Robbins' mastermind. I joined one with this person, and one with that guru, and one with this influencer. And you know what influencers do is they gather like-minded people together. So when I joined Tony Robbins, I was going to hang out with a bunch of entrepreneurs. I learned from them. I was inspired by them. And then guess what? Some of them also, multiple, became my business partners. And today I've got 7 figures of revenue from just one of those partnerships alone. So networking is also something that you want to train yourself to do. Instead of this idea of keep hanging out with the same old, it's like you got to get in the room with the people that know what you need to know. All right, check it out. Just finished up at the beach here outside of Kanazawa, heading back to the hotel. And I want to talk to you about the 5th of the 6 wealthy mindsets that you want to be able to develop. This one has to do with time management and productivity. And this one is actually, I think, really hard for the current generation, the mindset that it has. Check it out. Wealthy individuals often value their time highly and they focus on being productive. They wake up early, they utilize every hour of the day that they have available. And this is one of the reasons why I think wealthy people are often very misunderstood. Like, I've got a private jet. And some people are like, oh, that's all about, the look that Kris is trying to give off. And I'm like, are you kidding me? There are things that I can do now with a private jet that I couldn't commit to doing before, else I was just going to have too much time away from my family. I can take a 2-day trip and I can turn it into a 3-hour trip if need be because of a jet. And I mean, get in, do a thing, and get out, as opposed to taking 2 days. Also, they set clear goals, they prioritize tasks, time block, they delegate responsibilities to maximize efficiency, they seek out passive income. People with poor mindsets have less control over their time. They sleep in, they procrastinate tasks, they don't set goals, and often they're just settling for a single stream of income. And that's normalized to them. They're like, well, I've got a job and I put in my 9 to 5, it soaks up all my time. That's all I got time for. And an entrepreneur, a wealthy person, doesn't think that way. They say, wait a second, there are activities out there that will make you a lot more money for a whole lot less time. We just have to learn how to tap into that productivity. And if you're kind of looking for some of my top hacks on that, at the end of this video, I'll show you where you can get all of them for free. And then number 6, for developing a wealthy mindset, you have to learn how to value higher ROI. Eyes on me. This is one of the biggest differences between me and everyone else in the world, is that I get rich quick on a regular basis. The world tells us that we can't get rich quick. They say that's bad or wrong. Careful who you take advice from. Wealthy people think and act very differently. Check this out. The wealthy understand the importance of putting their money into higher ROI ventures. In other words, we buy real estate, we buy businesses. We don't throw our money in a 401k or an IRA, crossing our fingers, hoping that we get rich. With single-digit ROIs at 6%, that being socially acceptable, taking $10,000 will take roughly 12 years to double. But when you graduate to something like real estate and earn 25% over the same period of time, you make 27 times more money. You put it in business and it gets even bigger than that. Those are higher ROI vehicles. It can mean higher risk, but that's the risk when we diversify that we take on that allows us to build and sustain wealth. Check it out. You've done a great job hanging with me, and I've got the ultimate guide to develop the ultimate wealthy mindset. I wrote a book called Have It All. And what I do is I teach 5 financial moves that set you up, basically guaranteeing 5 years or less, if you implement everything, that you're going to be wealthy, not just in here, but also out here in the real world. Now, I wrote this book. It is my magnum opus. It's my masterpiece. And if you click the link below, I'm going to give it to you for free. I'm going to ask that you cover the shipping and handling, but the book is yours. And if you want, I'll even have me or a member of my team reach out to you and do a custom game plan on how to help you build wealth as rapidly as possible. If you want that, click below, get a free copy of the book. Let's go. Hey, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I got more lined up for developing wealth, not just in mindset, but in building wealth. Click right here. The internet has been following you, watching you, and believes that the next video of mine that's really going to help you pop is this one right here. Check it out, and I'll see you right over there.